Hi, welcome back, and I want to just update on some new features and also a really exciting new deal that we've negotiated for our students in terms of what I think is one of the best deals for retail futures traders on the market. But before I get there, I want to sort of discuss this idea that to be a successful trader there's a lot more involved than just learning a course, learning a bunch of ideas and then just going and implementing it. That in itself is difficult, okay? That there's no easy path there. But there are a bunch of other things that happen around. And when I set up the Norden Method website, I try to incorporate these ideas and now I'm adding to them. So I just want to explain what some of these ideas are, because it may be that you've learned a trading style, you think it's okay and you're still struggling. There are other things that those of us that have come through the professional ranks, other advantages we had that I'm trying to use with the Norden Method, and maybe they could be the thing that's missing out of your current situation. So if we go through the Norden Method, what I'm trying to do. So to start with, I think it's probably the only course out there where you actually have to pass an exam to be able to purchase the course. Okay, and a number of people since I've had the website open have come on and said, oh, I don't want to do this exam, just tell me how much the course costs. Okay, now that's a massive red flag. Anybody that does that, sometimes we don't even answer those emails, which may appear rude, but this is not, what we're trying to achieve. So it's a red flag. When I went down to the trading floor, like all the other locals, we couldn't say, oh, we don't want to take these exams. We know about markets. We had to take the exams. So anybody that just wants to just go and purchase the course and that is not interested in spending a little bit of time, at the end of the day, the Yellow Jacket exam is to make sure that everybody who buys the course has the fundamental background knowledge on futures markets. So I'm not taking that away. And again, at all my stages in investment banks, I had to take various different exams with the SFA in London, international equities exams, all sorts of exams. It's part of the deal. It makes sure that I have the prerequisite knowledge. And that's what I make sure. There's a lot of ways of losing money. Not understanding the product is one of them. So that's one thing that we incorporated. I also understand that those of us that came through the professional ranks, I had really good mentors, people that I could feed back if I was doing a trade. What do you think of this trade? What do you think of this outcome, or what's happened here? And I knew that I was getting good responses back. So again, all my students who subscribe to the exchange subscription area of the website, they can send me their trading videos. I go through them, I narrate them as well. I send them back the feedback, and basically almost all of my best students have used that service as well. I understand that can be quite difficult sometimes. What I also done with those, narrate them all and put them up for everybody to see. Why? Because I also recognize that from my background and other people like me, I was able to see firsthand hundreds of other traders over the years, the mistakes they made, all the errors they made, and some of the good things that they did. So by me narrating it, and we've put now dozens and dozens of videos on there, now my students are also able to look at other people's work, other people's mistakes before they even start practicing now. You can look at lots of other traders' videos of their trading. You can hear me narrating what's good, what's bad. So you can learn from other people's mistakes. It's much better than just going onto forums and people saying I did this or I did that, because sometimes people think they've done something and it's not actually what they did. With the videos, you can see exactly what they did, and I narrate that as well. And what we're finding now is that the students who take the time to go through all of these videos before they start practicing, their learning curve is shortened because of it. So again, this is all part of how those of us that grew up in the professional industry were able to get to where we were. We were watching lots of other traders, looking at their mistakes, learning from them. We had guidance along the way from people that we knew were good. I've tried to implement as much of these ideas with the Norden Method as possible. It's not just about the course. And we have monthly meetings where people can ask me questions. Again, part of the guidance idea. I understand that people will need guidance going forward. Now we've added some exciting new features as well, just to add to these levels for the students. So one of the areas we've added to is a community area. I've been asked about this a number of times. I've held off because I just wanted to make sure that the community was robust, was strong, and that the people that I was really confident with, my students, have shown exceptional understanding of markets. So we've now got a community area where people can chat to each other during the day. Only Norden Method students. So the only people on there will be people that are trading my way. So they can be comfortable that everybody knows and everybody's at the same level. Within that, going through the guidance thing is all the banks that I've worked at, you have regular meetings where senior traders will lead the discussion on where do we think this market's going, what do we think it's doing, where do we need to avoid, what are the pitfalls, and what are the opportunities. So now as well, I offer in this community area regular updates. I do it by audio. I do record short audio files, sometimes with messages as well, just warning people about what could be affecting the market today, what are things that they should be looking out for. Again, just trying to add to that layer, add that idea of a head trader type of situation, and that the traders under me, as if they were in a professional trading room, are getting a head trader's input into what they should be looking at today, what are the pitfalls. Now, the final thing we've just added for now, which I'm really excited about, is it often gets spoken about that, oh, professional traders, you get cheaper commissions and this sort of thing. Yeah, it's kind of true, and commissions are and brokerage fees are a big part of trading. Particularly for us, we're very active traders. So we already had some really good deals through stage 5 on a per lot basis for our students. And now I'm really pleased that they've gone a step further. And now for our exchange subscription members, they are offering a flat monthly fee of $99 US to cover all brokerage commissions. So there's still exchange fees to be paid. You'll never get out of that. But I think that deal is one of the best, deals, if not the best deal of its kind in the market. And again, if we can reduce those fees, so to a very active trader, Norden method traders are generally quite active trading, perhaps a few dozen, 30, 40, 50 times a day. For traders like that, they can save hundreds, even potentially thousands of dollars. We're also helping transition traders towards leasing a seat on the exchange as well, which is a really professional way to go for those volumes at the really highest. But now we have essentially 3 tiers. For the lower volume people, maybe people starting out, we already have low commissions. For those doing middle sort of numbers of commissions, this $99 deal is sensational and will really again help them. And then for those that are doing a lot, we'll help them with stage 5 to lease a seat on the exchange. All part of building a sort of pathway to a professional side of trading. In addition, which platform you use can be very important as a trader. At the Norden method, we are constantly testing platforms. We're doing that almost every month, testing platforms, making sure that our students, that we're informing them of what's the best one. You'll be amazed at how a difference in a changing platform can help your trading. It's not the case that they're all the same. I've learned that in my career. So we test platforms. I myself consult to platforms. If you're using a DOM, the chances are there's a feature or two on there that at some point I probably had input in, or whether it was 20, 30 years ago, or whether it was something more recently. But we're constantly testing platforms. And we also offer, we have discounts with some platform providers for our students, again, offering value. We can identify which are the best platforms and then offer our students through that platform provider discount. So the value coming back to people, it's not just about buying a trading course. There's value coming back, discounted platforms, discounted commissions, and guidance all along the way. All of these things help to build up the infrastructure around you to help you to become more profitable. So I'm really proud and pleased with the fact that the Norden method continue to add these things. I think if you look at all that together, what we offer is, I think is trying to build towards something where retail traders can edge closer towards how they would be in a professional, proper, more professional environment. So check out the new features and thanks again for watching.